Okay, well, first of all, Barry, just how did it feel to be at St Johnstone now?
Exciting. I think it's an exciting time to be at the club. Obviously, they've got new owners, new manager coming in, so it's a bit of a transition period. But it's exciting to be part of. I think they've got a new project which I'm grateful to be a part of.
Obviously, you spent quite a lot of your career abroad in England. And what was it that made you come back to Scottish football?
I think it was definitely the project. It had to be something that appealed to me. And after speaking to the coach, hearing his philosophy, his way he wants to play, our understanding of football kind of aligned, and it was something that excited me to be a part of. Especially we've got quite a young squad here, so I can definitely feel that I can use my experience to help them develop.
Just like you said there, obviously you took in the game last weekend and you've had a bit of time there on the training pitch. And just what do you make of the group that you're joining now?
Good bunch of boys, very welcoming. You know what it's like going in to a new dressing room, regardless of how old you are. But I know a few boys here as well, which obviously makes it nicer. But listen, I'm big and ugly enough now to know how it works. I'm hopefully here to help everyone, and they know that. So yeah, it's an exciting time.
And just for you personally, what are your aims for the season now that you've come here?
I think to obviously get up to speed, get up to match fitness, and play as much minutes as possible, and to help the boys develop, become better, and to try and help the team achieve some potential goals. That's definitely got to be my aim.
You obviously took the decision 11 years ago to leave Scotland. You must be absolutely delighted with the way things have gone in that period, with all the different clubs and the success you've had.
Yeah, I've under no doubt understanding that I've had an amazing career, and I'm very, very grateful to that. I think a lot of sacrificed hard work went in my end, so it's nice to reap the rewards and enjoy the titles that I've enjoyed. I don't take it for granted because I know some guys go their full career without even challenging for a title. So it's been nice, and listen, with that experience I can hopefully bring and help the boys develop, and I think that's one of the big things that they'll be expecting from me here.
A lot of Scottish players, when they go abroad or down the road, can bounce about clubs. I know you've been at a few, but you've formed a proper bond with the likes of Poznan, Leeds, Wolves. You had real good times there, didn't you?
Listen, when you win football matches, it makes it easier for the fans to like you. But yeah, I've always kind of created a good bond with the fan base, and try to get involved as much as I can in the kind of community side of things. Because I was once that normal boy working hard, like had a dream. I've managed to live out my dream, and I don't take it for granted. So yeah, I'll be looking to replicate that here, and it'll be nice to kind of meet the fans as a player, and then see what kind of welcoming I get.
You're obviously in your mid-30s now. Do you still feel you can operate at top level?
I like how you said mid-30s there, yeah. Yeah, look, I know my body, and if I didn't feel that I was adequate enough to keep playing, then I would have hung up the boots. But I know my body, I feel well, I feel very good mentally, physically. I just need to get up to speed with the sharpness, and let's see how I can contribute.
I suppose the one thing that's maybe missing is Scotland recognition. Is that something that rankles with you a wee bit, given the levels you've played at?
The what, sorry?
Scotland recognition.
You mean?
Playing for Scotland, you never quite...
Yeah, well, yeah, listen, thankfully I did manage to tick that box off anyway. I did play for Scotland, which not a lot of people can say through their career as well. I think it was just maybe the timing of things. When I was playing really well, young Andy Robertson was in the team. It's very difficult to displace him. And looking back, yeah, I should have maybe involved myself in more squads that I was involved in, but I had a different mindset back then. But listen, it's not something that I regret. I look back on, and I made the most of the time that I had off. I made memories with the family, and I can always look back and say that I did actually play for Scotland.
Obviously, new manager at the club. How much did he play a part in your decision to come here?
Yeah, it was probably the deciding factor. I think for me, I had a very different summer because it was the first time in 18 years that I was free, so I had no expectation. I just fully immersed myself, enjoying it with the family. We travelled, had some amazing holidays. But as the time goes on, you start to get itchy feet, and that definitely happened with me. Felt I was lacking a wee bit of purpose. I wanted to be around that day-to-day interaction, which you don't get when you're just training by yourself. And then it had to be something that motivated me to come and be a part of. I'm fortunate enough to play football, not for financial reasons. It needs to be about the project to motivate me. And when I spoke to the coach, learned how he wanted to play, kind of changed the narrative around St Johnstone. That was what appealed to me to come here. So here I am, and let's see if we can try and develop together and have a little bit of success.
Starting with a Tayside derby
Yeah.
against Dundee, how is that for first game back in Scottish football?
It'll be nice. I've been lucky enough to play in a few derbies over the course of my career. So yeah, it's just another game of football for the guys inside the dressing room, but for the fans it's a local derby, so there's a little bit more to it, a little bit more meaning for them. But the guys have trained well all week. I think they've trained well on the back of the last performance, which was very positive for them. So they'll definitely be looking to build on that, get in with no fear. I think the manager's trying to instill that in them, that it's a lot about themselves here and how we perform. So that'll be the same way they'll look to go into the game tomorrow.
Both teams have had mixed results, but both coming off the back of a win, both hoping to continue that winning run, so it could be the makings of a pretty good match.
Hopefully for the neutral, there's lots of goals. Hopefully for us, there's not many goals on our side, only 4. But yeah, listen, it will be another game of football. You need to enjoy these moments as well. There's, they talk about the pressure of derbies, but it's how you define pressure, because it's about enjoyment. You get to play for the club, feed off the passion of the fans, and hopefully we can get the 3 points.
You're obviously previously at Dundee United, so this one you're relishing?
Absolutely, I'm hoping for a great reception. It's been many years ago that I played there. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we won the last derby when I was at Dundee United, so I'd need to check. But yeah, I'm just excited to get back involved, to feel that from the fans as well. It's something that you miss. And listen, I've played at some great clubs with some great fans, so I'll be looking forward to hearing the St Johnstone fans tomorrow.
Having played in England and Scotland and Europe, how do you feel Scottish football at the moment compares with what you've experienced?
Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit of time to fully see it, because to be honest, I don't really follow a lot of football out with training. So yeah, I can definitely see that it's a lot more intense in terms of duels and transitions. And again, that's something that I'll definitely be trying to help, is to calm that down, to be a lot more calmer on the ball and in possession. Again, that's the culture of Scotland. It's the bare essentials. Every team works hard, fights for the club, and that'll be no different here. But obviously, to take the next level, you want to implement small details, which takes time. So hopefully we can implement them sooner rather than later, and let's see how that fares in our performances.
And you see your role sort of as a senior player to kind of help the younger ones through games.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I'm a player. That's why I'm here. But yeah, definitely being vocal and helping the younger guys as much as they'll help me also. It's exciting. It's an exciting time.
And you're really looking forward to being back involved.
That's the biggest thing you probably miss when you're away, is that day-to-day interaction. Like I said, you can train yourself all day, every day, but you miss that drive of being in somewhere, competing, training, the social interaction, having lunch, having conversations with different people, the staff, the workers. And that's also the part of the game that I really missed. So yeah, I'm grateful for the opportunity, but I'll absolutely make the most of it and enjoy it.
Can I just ask, as an aside to your time at Poznan, you obviously had 2 spells there. What was it about Poland and Poznan that sort of took you back there for a second stint?
The footballing project. I was fortunate enough to have success there the first time I went. We won a championship and I think the Super Cup. I knew the club, massive club, a great fan base. And then when they asked me to go back over again, it was a difficult decision because you need to weigh it up if you want to go back and not. But I don't think they were doing too well the most previous years to that. So again, it was about the project. They were bringing in the manager that we won the first championship with, and it was appealing, something that was really motivating to be a part of again, to write history, and listen, it all aligned and it happened, so it was worth going back for.